Hey guys, since we're not having class today, I didn't want to start anything new, so I wanted to give you a review assignment. So go ahead and watch this quick refresher on all the things that we've done with fractions so far, and then do the assignment. Don't do the assignment before you watch this video. It'll be quick, I promise. So one skill you're going to practice is going from improper to mixed, and as a reminder, in order to do that, you divide the numerator by the denominator. 19 divided by 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 3 left over. My answer is 4 and 3 over 4. The remainder becomes my numerator and the denominator stays the same. My whole number is that one. Okay. The next kind of problem is the opposite, going from a mixed fraction to improper. So 9 times 5 is 45 plus 7. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. 52 over my denominator stays the same. So 52 over 9. 9 times 5 is 45 plus 7 is 52 over the same denominator. And remember, this is a review. We did this before we got back together, and we also did it Monday last week, 2 weeks ago. Right, the next kind of problem is the equivalent fractions that we did last week. So I left a number out of the fraction, and you have to figure out what's missing. How did I get from 3 to 9? 3 times 3 is 9. 25 times 3 is 75, because whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top, and vice versa. Okay. The last kind of problem is comparing fractions. And in this case, this first set here, I'm comparing fractions with the same denominator. So if they have the same denominator, the rule is that I'm comparing the numerators. And if the numerator is bigger, then it's a bigger fraction. And if it's smaller, it's a smaller fraction. So 1/5 is less than 3/5. Over here, you can see I have different denominators. Whoops, you can't see that. You can't see that. Okay, now you can see I've got different denominators, but I've got the same numerator. So if I have a pie or a pizza and I cut it, I've got 10 pieces here and 12 pieces here. But it's the same size pizza, so these pieces are smaller. And if these pieces are smaller, but I have the same number of them, then 6/10 must be greater than 6/12. And the last kind of problem that I want to talk about are comparing fractions with different denominators. So these two have different denominators, and we practiced this last week as well. And there's a variety of ways to do it, but I'd really like us to start working on the standard way of doing it that we worked on last week. So in order to compare them, it's a better idea to have a common denominator. Okay, so all that work we've been doing with our least common multiples and greatest common factors, that's where this helps us. So what I'm trying to do is figure out a number, a multiple that they have in common. So if I skip count by the lowest number, I actually really quickly see that 5 is a multiple of 10, so my denominator can be 10. Just like we did last week, this is my new denominator. And just like we did in our problem up above, what times 5 got you 10? 5 times 2 is 10. Whatever I did to the bottom, I have to do to the top. 3 times 2 is 6. So now, all of a sudden, I'm comparing 6/10 to 7/10, and I know that 7 is bigger. And that's just a review on how to do those problems. So there's nothing new on the assignment today. So please go ahead and take that, and we'll talk about it tomorrow if we need to.